Hey everyone, welcome back. So today it's a bit of a last minute one. So we're going to be checking out a hotel that has some considerably bad reviews, and I mean terrible reviews. I was looking for motels, considering this is where I am at the minute, and well, I have found one. It's America's Best Value Inn, and well, I'm going to read out some of the reviews, and yeah, this is what I'm going to be in for. Now, I'm not going to lie, driving down the area alone was a little bit seedy. Some questionable characters. I know you don't want to judge, but yeah, some questionable characters. And you know, it's only daytime as well, but the reviews are absolutely awful. So, worst experience ever, do not book. I repeat, do not book. There we are. If that was enough reason to not book, that would probably be it. This place needs to be closed down. Everything is bad. This is the most disgusting hotel I've ever stayed in. I used half a box of Clorox wipes just to remove the grime from the surfaces. The room stinks of cigarettes. Awful, awful, awful. Do not stay here. Ignored all the reviews, and well, there we go. So right away we have whatever that is, like some. So there are the reviews. Sorry if the mic's a little bit shady. I was unprepared because this is a last minute thing, but let's go and check it out and see how bad it really is. From the outside it looks like a motel. So there it is. It kind of looks a bit like a clown hotel, or whatever you want to call it. It got orange and you got red. Any one of those rooms could be mine. I'm probably not going to stay here tonight. I just want to check it out. Yeah, I don't really want to stay if it is that bad, but I'll give you guys a tour anyway. So there we are, America's Best Value Inn. Let's see if we can check in. I think there's a check-in fee. I am early, so I hope I can check in. That would be great. So let's go and find out. Okay, so we've got our ticket, just 116 down here. Not gonna lie, feels sketchy. Not gonna lie, feel a little bit sketched out. Staff were lovely, but let's go and check out the room. Wish me luck. Putting this definitely on. Let's get some light in here. Not gonna lie, I don't feel particularly at ease. Some quite seedy characters around, but again, no judgment. Just you kind of get that vibe. It's also a very sketchy looking place. Anyway, this is the room. I'm not going to stay here tonight, but I'm going to give you a tour. What I would say is the two people at the front desk were absolutely lovely, more than happy to help, very friendly, so that's a bonus. The smell in this room smells like smoke, not nice. Anyway, here's the bed, and the first thing that I notice is the number of stains on the bed itself. Not nice. This is kind of the open space. It's relatively large. So this is a big bathroom, so I may as well just check the bathroom out today, and already I can see some stains. Just like looking around the corners, like, feels a bit spooky. Let's turn the lights on. There we are. So there's a mirror, and you know what happens, you just like and subscribe. Helps me out more than you know. But here is the stains all over the bath. Whatever that is, like what is that? Are people going to crawl in and out? Are rats come? I don't know, I'm not making things up, but that's not pleasant. And then you got all these marks on the wall itself. It's very grubby. We do have some hand sanitizers, which is very nice, but there is a very distinct smell. It's not very nice. You can see the stains all over the top of the walls as well, whether that's damp or whatever. Definitely not taking a shower. It's seen better days. It's all very yellow, not very nice. But there we go. We do have a toilet, but there's just like, what are these marks? Like on the side of the toilet, they're brown. Not nice. And the towels, they're brown. I think this is as light as the room's going to get. And look, I don't want to be horrible or anything like that. And I do appreciate, you know, for some, this is amazing. Like to have a roof over your head and everything else like that. So, you know, very grateful in that respect. But yeah, not for my liking. Maybe you like it, maybe, but I just don't. Anyway, here's the bed. So there's, I don't know if the camera picks up, but there's marks all over the sheet itself. There were comments of someone being bitten all over, so I can only presume bed bugs. But the sheets do look clean. Let's go ahead and check it out. So right away we have whatever that is, like some stain of some sort. Got a hair going on. Just lift up the bed sheets if I want to. Not gonna lie, other than a little mark on the bed sheet itself, it looks quite clean. So that's pretty cool, I guess. The pillows itself, let's check it out.
I should say at this point, the bedroom doesn't look anything like the images online.
So these are the pillows. Again, they look clean, so that's good. The clean pillows. How about this? Clean, happy days, and clean as well, so that's cool. So we've got a desk, a drawer. We do have a TV, which is pretty cool. And you have a mini fridge and a microwave. It's always a bonus. Anything in the mini fridge? Nope, but I guess you can just put stuff in here. Freezer, nice and clean. And a pretty cool chair. And you have a nice painting as well. Got some marks up there. There's also a painting above the door. And another painting above the bed frame as well. And an interesting looking light, which, or is it an alarm clock? Not too sure. It's pretty cool though. Oh, it's a light switch. Happy days. You do get room service, so that's a bonus. That's pretty cool. And you get Wi-Fi, so there we go. You know when you get a bad feeling about a place, this is exactly the feeling I've got. Now that's just probably me and my own anxieties and things like that, but yeah, I don't particularly get a good feeling, so I am going to leave. The room itself, I'll give you a price. So it was £38 per night, so not too bad for a night. It is next to the highway, so you can just jump in the car and off you go. The staff are very friendly, but if you have a look online, the photos do look remarkably different to what you get here. In fact, the whole place looks different. So do have that in mind, do your due diligence, look at the reviews and see what you think. I always try to find the positive, and the people are very nice, and you know, but there are lots of issues with this room just by the aesthetics look. Now, let me know, would you stay here? Have you stayed in motels before? If you have, what kind of experiences have you had? And if you like this video, like and subscribe, helps more than you know.